And thank goodness it's Friday. Wake up, wake up, wake up. 45 degrees out there, JC.
I really don't know what to say. I'm so honored today to be doing this program. Y'all know I'm politically free now, so I can keep my blinds and stuff open today. But he's in here this morning. We said he would be here.
Me?
Man of the hour.
Don Mansell, city judge, attorney in Athens. Everybody knows him, and I got to know him a whole lot better this week. And he's got to sit beside an LSU fan.
Torture.
When you're in politics, you got to be nice about everything.
That's
You got to
right.
treat everybody equal.
We will talk with Don in depth later on this morning, too. He'll join us this morning. Matthew, good to have you back, man. Where have you been so long?
Good to be back. I was in Mississippi last week helping with a new store. I apparently missed out on a lot, though. I mean, running a campaign.
Well,
We almost put you in the election.
Oh, is that right?
can you vote in Limestone County? You can, can't you? You
I
registered,
can.
you and Ann?
Yes, sir.
Can you get your two kids? Give them a card, Don.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can register.
Yeah, I tell you
my
what.
kids.
Apparently, he don't want my vote. He ain't giving me a card yet.
This is Athens in the AM, in case you don't know. We'll be talking about a lot of stuff today. Tony and Frank in here. You can call 230-4988. You can text Gloria, 603-4848 also. Y'all know it was 2 weeks ago today.
You had a bright idea.
I had this bright, brilliant idea.
Gloria forced you into
had,
something.
Had the Republican Party on the show. Stan McDonald dropped out, the last night, the night before, 2 weeks ago. So I said, well, why let them have all the fun? I'll just jump in this thing, too, and see how far it ride this horse. How'd that work, Frank?
Not too good.
Not too good, right? I mean, Don about put me out of business. The Mansell campaign. We'll talk.
No.
Huh? What you got to say, Don?
No, I didn't put you out of business. You were helping me, I think.
So we'll talk with Don, and we're going to have fun the first part here this morning. Then we'll talk with him in just a little bit, too. But we're honored that he came up here this morning, and he doesn't have any handcuffs or anything with him, so not that I know of. So I think we may be pretty good for right now. But Don Mansell, for probate judge in Limestone County. Even though I've hogged the headlines of the News Courier, was able to do the Dale Jackson show, and able to have a press conference here on the program. And you make a good rifleman, Don. You make a good rifleman.
I don't know about the hillbillies thing.
I think he should sing for us today.
But anyway, we had a press conference. Everybody and his brothers talked about it. But I am almost a judge, so now I can wear that robe with dignity you
That you
donated
borrowed
to me.
from me?
Well, 8 years ago. Thank you very much. All right, let's go to Gloria with the weather, because the good news is it ain't going to rain.
No, it is not going to rain, and we will see some sunshine. Thank goodness, I need a lot of it. 45 degrees out there right now, but things are going to warm up. Going to be an absolutely beautiful day. Get out and enjoy it. In fact, it's not just today. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. High temperatures today around 55. We will see some clouds, but you'll see a lot of sunshine too anyway. 56 tomorrow, 27 for your low. The rest of the forecast Sunday should be absolutely gorgeous. Then rain may return on Monday. Tuesday, full of sunshine. The flooding threat to continue, though. Area streams expected to continue to increase despite sunny skies, so be very careful. There's still high water areas, so be careful. Don't think you need to cross them unless you know exactly how deep they are.
How's the water out your way?
It's back down. It got up a little bit for a day or two, but it didn't look too bad this morning.
Now, you live in West Limestone. You said this morning you came out of your driveway. What'd you have to do?
Had to blow the horn to run the deer out of the way so they, so I could come down the driveway.
There are that many of them out?
Well, they're just like pets, we count them and have them named and stuff, pretty much.
I'm glad your friend from Tennessee wasn't there.
Hey, we already killed them.
Drove by.
Clay was
Cleveland coming home later.
Well,
We saw
Matthew,
about 5 babies the other day.
yeah, it's good to have you back out amongst us, Matthew.
Yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be back. So I hate that I missed so much, though.
Well, Don can fill you in on that.
Yeah.
It got interesting here last week.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
But you know what's amazing? When adults get together and actually speak to each other instead of listening to other people tell them what to do.
She said adults, Jamie. I don't know about all that.
Well, I was talking about me and the other attorneys.
Yeah, we had a press conference and everything up here, Matthew.
Well, I was here for the press conference. Apparently, I saw myself on.
Oh, yeah, you were here. I forgot. You were here.
You didn't remember that?
I forgot for a minute that I was here for the press conference, but I missed everything else.
I forgot everybody in Athens, Limestone County. We had like 70-something people there that day, and that was a good press conference. Packed house, man. Packed house.
So we figured we'd stick with what we do, humor.
Yeah, well, it worked pretty good. But anyway, Thanks for coming up. We're going to talk with Don. He's running in my place.
Yeah.
Well, I said I am toast. I didn't know it. Donnie had the best line yesterday. He said, even though he was a loser in the campaign too, he said, at least I finished the campaign.
I know. If LSU would have quit an Alabama game at halftime, it would only been 6-0. So.
That was a good one, though. And Don, we're going to talk more about this later on this morning, but we talked yesterday. It was 03. They got an HBO special coming up this weekend, Sunday night, I think, on Joe Namath. You had a chance to spend some time with him.
I did. The Tennessee game this year.
Yeah, and you were honored, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit later on, too. But we're going to win the national championship again this next year?
Yes.
We should.
We are.
Recruiting day's coming up on the 1st. Where y'all placing? Y'all in the top 20 this year, LSU?
We're number 7 in rivals.
In Louisiana?
No, we're number 7. Hey, in the preseason poll, we're number 1.
It says here we got 25 commitments for 12 and added 2 junior college players in January. They're waiting on some big dude here to see if he's going to sign. We didn't even sign a quarterback, I don't think.
Yeah, but you don't have that many scholarships.
But we're looking good, ain't we, Matthew?
Looks pretty good. I mean, we're losing a few on defense. We'll see how it turns out. So
It's going to turn out real
Do you go
good.
to all the games, Don?
Hey, I want to...
Not all of them. Just,
All of them?
you know, we don't go to all the away games. We try to pick one away game that, you know,
did you
that's
go to Penn State?
We did. It's going to be, you know, go to the campus and that's going to be played on the campus. That's a place where we've never been. That was good.
He's getting us all tickets
Now, when you went to
I
Penn
will.
State, did you get to see Paterno? And did he come on the field?
He came down there for a few minutes, but he went back to the press box, and I don't think he was there most of the game. He was
You
back.
probably saw him in Tuscaloosa last year.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm going to change subject here a little bit this morning and get on a deal here, Donnie. This is in USA Today this Friday morning. Repeal Alabama's immigration law. They're giving us bad news. Said the good news, it took Alabama lawmakers only 6 months to figure out the strictest in the nation immigration law was flawed. The bad news, they plan to retool the law rather than repeal it, Donnie. It goes on to say farmers face a crisis because migrant workers have fled the state.
Well, you know how I feel about that.
But our unemployment just dropped, didn't it? Almost 2%.
Our unemployment dropped, but the farmers, come on. You can't use immigration as an excuse to keep your business afloat.
All right,
That's illegal anyway.
The other thing, business reputation. State officials who want to sell Alabama's a good place to do were embarrassed. November 16th, when a Mercedes-Benz executive was arrested for driving without proper identification, required under the new law. 2 weeks later, a Honda official was ticketed for driving without proper license. Well, last time I looked, you got to have a proper license to drive in the state of Alabama. I don't care where you're from.
They ticket you, and I can promise you, if you don't have everything available, you're going to get your car
You
towed.
deal
And
with
you
it,
might get
but he
arrested.
on a local
If you
level
were in
here.
Japan and you didn't have everything, then you'd be going to the embassy.
If you
before
was
it
in
over.
Mexico and you didn't have your papers, I promise you they'd throw you into jail and probably beat you and rape you and
But
everything.
anyway,
Forget all that. I don't want to look like the teabagger. Come on.
Donnie!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got off subject there. But,
hey, Donnie.
well, immigration, that just...
Where's the duct tape?
You know, there's maybe a reason your political campaign. Take it from two guys who.
Let's say, not to bring it with the 844 vote thing.
Don wants me to move away from him. He's like, come on now, you killed Jamie. See, you can blame it on me.
That's
If it goes wrong, I step beside the LSU guy.
I mean, really, you got to.
You have to have a license to drive.
Yeah, you got to. Okay, I'm gonna do a Dear Jamie here. It's about bear with me. It's about a wedding taking place. It's in the paper today. It says, I'm starting to judge Jamie thanks to you, Judge Mansell.
Okay.
I mean, now I'm kind of qualified. I have judicial experience.
You at least stood by the side.
Hey, right.
probate
Stood by the
judge.
side.
Wait a minute. Show the picture of me yesterday from down to where you'll be working before long down to the probate judge's office. Yeah. When I was down there the other day, officially withdrawing. Now, we're going to talk about
Bobby
this more
Bailey.
later. But we thought officially we had withdrawn a week ago today.
Because you asked the wrong people. I mean, you went to
Well,
the
I mean,
wrong...
I thought I had.
I know.
Evidently I hadn't, but now I have. But while I was up there officially withdrawing the other day to the delight of thousands of people with Gary Clem holding outside to make sure I did that, I had to take a picture of myself. Now, there I am right there. See, I wanted that to be me.
That's as close as you'll ever
It is you.
Yeah. Well, I wanted that job so bad, Matthew, I gave up on it after 2 weeks.
Hey, Don was outside in his green beret suit. He's waiting on you to come out if you didn't have those papers.
All right, it goes like
But you didn't
this.
see me.
That's right. He was camouflaged.
Says here, I never thought Judge Jamie I'd be writing, but here I am. I'm single mother, struggle to raise my kids. They're all good kids. Our daughter moved away 2,000 miles away. She's the only one ever to get a degree. She educated herself. She's the only member of the family to have a degree. She worked very hard. Well, she had high expectations, but her family has been an embarrassment to her and a disappointment. Now she's getting married into a well-to-do family. She's made it clear that we are not to behave in manners that embarrass her and informed me that she will have friends keeping an eye on us throughout the entire event. It hurts all of us we are not going to par up to the social circles she's now part of. If I go to the wedding, I cannot genuinely be myself. I was looking forward to meeting the new in-laws. She's been with this guy 5 years. It's been that long since I've seen them in-laws. I want to share in her joy, but I feel that I'd be an actor in her plans. What do I do? Do I bow out, or do I be myself and go?
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Always be
Friends in
yourself.
low places. I'd play the
Always
Garth
be
Brooks
yourself.
songs in front of them.
So basically, it's kind of like growing up in New Hope. I went off, got an education,
Oh, boy.
You married up for sure.
married up.
3 times, 4 times.
Don.
Each
Well,
time,
3 of them were up, and we're not too sure about the other one.
I moved on up. Each time,
I think
was
the
a
last
step
one
up
was
from
up.
what I had been accustomed to. Did any of my family ever attend any of my weddings? No.
Did you invite them?
No, I don't think they did.
Probably not.
Did you invite your
invite them?
family?
Probably not. Another reason. But you go back to a town like that, you come in, you've been super successful, even though you had a failed political campaign in 2 weeks. It kind of puts a dent in things.
You're making
People don't want to be
history.
seen, don't want to be around you, loser.
I don't have to go anywhere with you today, do I?
What?
I don't have to go
I
anywhere.
was trying to do the loser line, but
Couldn't do it.
It'd be like this.
okay, yeah, no, but it's like Don now. He's a hero, war hero and everything. We'll talk more about that later on this morning. And he's pretty good with a gun, from what I understand.
And a great sport.
Yeah, there he is there. Pretty good with a gun. Old rifle. Of course, we all grew up watching that. That was just part of the press conference, Matthew.
Is that right?
Yeah, because it was going to be called the Mansell and Gretel Show.
That's been great.
I thought it was going to be Jody the Clown, but that's a different person.
He was basically going to take over. So I was going to be working for you during the mornings in the drive-thru while Don was up here doing the show.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, so I mean, that would be, how
we
it
tried that for a day. You
He's
come
not
down there
good at
being
it.
the
You know how I
greeter,
work
it
with
just didn't
people
work
down
out. Yeah, they really like you.
Yeah, I know.
What was it? This
They
lady came
really
in
like
from Texas, and Alabama had just beaten Texas. And he's like, "We stomped you." And
Yeah, he's giving her down the road
That was
about
a
how
Texas
bad we beat them.
fan anyway. All right, Don, don't kick my dog.
Dog bit me on the ankle. And I have my attorney here to saw it.
We're insured.
You so sure he's working for you? All right, this was in the paper this morning. Any of y'all ever watch Wheel of Fortune?
Yes.
Pat
I have
Sajak?
seen
You know,
it.
he used to be a weatherman up in Nashville. Anyway, New York City. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune wasn't the only thing spinning for Pat Sajak and Vanna White back in the day. He said in an interview on ESPN2 this week that the longtime game show team would occasionally walk over to a restaurant and have 2 or 3 or 6 martinis during the break in
Oh,
the
my.
taping of Wheel of Fortune.
So
He recalls the margarita stops after answering yes to a question about whether he had ever hosted a show a little bit drunk. Although he joked that he had trouble recognizing the alphabet for shows taped after drink, no one ever said anything to him.
That's a lot of martinis.
Now, it's hard to do that doing a show at 6 in the morning.
And there's no bar close by.
Yeah, I know you have to have it at home, but anyway, that's going to be a problem if you started doing something like that. So,
Yeah, rehab.
all right, before we take a break here, what was the feeling like in New Orleans? You went to basically all the games, you're big time, and you are also over the Limestone County Alabama Association, aren't you?
But I was on the National Alumni Board for 3 years. It's a 3-year term, so that was a pretty good thing. Got to sit in the president's box a couple times a year, and
Nice.
it was big dog. But in New Orleans, we all had a feeling that Alabama was going to win when we first went down there. And it's like what Nathan Bedford Forrest, you probably don't know who that is. He was a Confederate general. He said,
Forest Street, where I live,
that's
right off
exactly
of it.
named after him. He said, if you don't think you're going to win, don't go. And so that we thought we were going to win, and we went, and we did. So that's everybody. Places where we were, of course, all the LSU fans are handing out peanuts, and I don't know what that's about, but
for elephants.
is that it?
Take peanuts.
Okay. But we told them if they didn't quit, we would kill their trees. And
Pump me up, Dr. That was a good threat.
All right, we're going will talk with Don coming up at 6:30 again, too, about his campaign. Now it's down to a two-man race, and I was just kind of in it to see how far we get. We didn't get very far.
Not far.
Yeah, how far did we go? How far did we get, Frank?
Not too far.
Not too far is right. But anyway, we're up here today. We made up. Everybody comes in peace. As long as those biscuits aren't poisonous, we'll be good to go.
If they're poisonous, Andy Weldon's the guy.
He ate one. I saw him eat one. So.
He's one of your, I had it marked, though.
Hell yeah.
Going looking for a little X on there.
We'll take a break. Be right back on a Friday morning. Y'all hang on.